Hi, this is Heather with Higher Fates. So I'm doing your Valentine's messages with the Love Oracle deck. Okay, Island Time Wellness. So it's just whatever comes out. So, oops, I moved the camera. We're going to be seeing what happened in the past. Okay, the recent past. What's going on now. And possible future outcomes. All right. So, we have the Not Enough card, which came out when I was shuffling already. So, in the recent past, you felt like you were not enough, okay, for them. You felt like you weren't getting their attention or being treated in quite the way that you deserved, frustrated in the connection. They really may have hurt your confidence and things like that, and bruised our ego or your ego in a way, and I do know how that feels. And there could be, this person could have also made you jealous when you're not naturally a jealous person, okay? And they might have self-sabotaged, and you might as well the relationship by, just over clinging to the situation or forcing it to fit when it wasn't fitting. So yeah, I know personally for me, my confidence waned because I kept trying and trying and trying and trying, and I wasn't getting anywhere. So that definitely hurt my confidence because I swore that they were the right one for me, and they were meant to be in my life. So yeah. Next, we have the Twin Flames card. Yin, yang, balance, duality, coupling, and complementing each other. So, you're basically moving from someone who was not enough for you and you weren't what they wanted to meeting, I'm not going to say you're meeting a twin flame, but you're meeting a soulmate, okay? And coming into balance within yourself, okay, so that you can come into union with someone who is also balanced in their feminine and masculine, and looking towards coupling with somebody. So you will be coupling and be finding a soulmate that where you complement each other. So, your birth chart signs and all that really work well together. Where you lack, they're strong, or where they lack, you're strong in that area. And this is someone you can really actually work with and build with, and materialize an actual connection with them and a commitment, and move in with each other and things like that. Have a house built, whatever, assets together, marriage, whatever. You're still wanting children, So in the present, you have the dragonfly. So that talks about being more lighthearted, kind of letting go of what happened in the past with that past person, and moving on with loving peace and kindness about the situation and healing from it. So you're going to be finding out why that past relationship didn't work out and why you two weren't meant to be long term or with each other anymore, even if you were long term. So yeah, some things could come to light, and you can get that revelations and realize, the spiritual meaning and truth behind that past soulmate connection, and you can move on to the next phase, and you can get healing and you can adapt to life appropriately, and you'll start to see things materialize for you more quickly. So yeah, you're being asked to do more self-indulgence, self-care right now, to focus on yourself and your self-worth, and just know what you will and will not allow, and maybe what you used to allow, maybe you shouldn't anymore. So getting clear on what you want and what you do not want and what you will and will not allow will definitely help you find that partner, who meets that criteria. You know what I'm saying? And do your shadow work, because we're all karmics in the end, and we're all progressing spiritually and stepping backwards at times, and that's okay. We're not perfect, nobody is. So we each have a shadow side and things to work on, definitely, but definitely love on and appreciate yourself this Valentine's Day. So, for this is a general reading, but for some of you, with the lightning bolt, if you've done the healing work and you've figured out, what was the meaning behind that past relationship and connection, you could have a sudden epiphany, shocking news, or surprise. Could be a little upheaval for those who are actually finally seeing the truth about a person. That can be shocking, and it doesn't always feel good. But in the end, you're going to have a surprise and a transformation within yourself and within your love life, okay? And you're going to feel it instantly, like when you touch. You're going to feel that chemistry between you two, you know? Definitely. And we got passion is coming into your life, baby. Insane chemistry. That's what I was just talking about. Liking each other equally. That's so important. Even if you think they like you equally, but are they putting in equally and making room in their lives for you equally? Or are you getting to meet parents and friends and people who are important to them, vice versa? And just having some good-hearted fun, for Valentine's Day and whatever. Or, hey, man, maybe it doesn't come until summer, but you got a summer passion right there. So coffee cup, definitely, meeting and conversing more, feeling uplifted. This person you will uplift each other, and actually build a solid foundation with friendship, at the main heart of it all. And that's with getting that mutual understanding and actually getting to know that person and things like that, their shadow and their light side, and them knowing yours, and y'all both accepting the light and the darkness within each other, and knowing each other's strengths and weaknesses, and still loving the other person anyways. That's great. So yeah, just savor the moment, and have fun. Don't tell them you're gonna marry them right off the bat. You don't want to scare them, okay? So, or don't tell them, hey, a reader told me that you're my forever person. Let them come to that idea first. Trust me on this one. You don't want to place too much burden or fear on them, because they may not be aware of that yet, that it's going to be that. Okay, so just play it cool. Play it cool. Don't mention it at all that they're your soulmate, okay? Don't bring it up. It's always best to let them come to that realization so that they know that it's authentic because it came from within themselves, not from another person. And so, yeah, just savor the moment and converse with each other. All right, so in the future, you have the palm tree with stability and security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. Definitely, that's what it takes to be in a long-term relationship. You want somebody to be there with you even through the struggle and when it's hard. You don't always have to be in your perfect time of life and everything going right and completely loving yourself and appreciate yourself to get a new soulmate. You really don't. Mine has came in, I've been with for years on years on years, over a decade. And I was actually at the worst, but I was getting out of it, searching for the light. So they came in definitely, definitely. So yeah, just be flexible, everybody's going to have something you don't like about them, or a habit that they do you can't stand or something like that. And you got to be okay with a little shit, because nobody's perfect, but as long as they're perfectly messed up for you, not too messed up, but you know what I mean. So yeah, you could, in the future, for some of you, be feeling lost and sad from the separation, or breakup. You could still be grieving and mourning over your past soulmate, from having that lightning effect, and realizing that they're not the one for you and what was behind that spiritual connection or meeting. So you do need to take time to feel lost and to grieve and things like that and feel that hurt and pain, because I know that I held that in for so long, so many years, because I had to be strong where I was at. But I did finally grieve years later for that connection, you know? And it's okay. Nobody has the same grieving timeline, and that's okay. If you're not ready to move on to your next soulmate yet, and you're not ready to stop watching the sweet nothing videos on tarot, that's okay. You know, I know what it feels like. You know, I like soul whispers, tarot, or love messages. She just has an amazing voice, and it's like, fuck. But yeah, with everything, you know, don't overindulge, you know, in the fantasy of it, them still being there, because they're not. So you got to think about that. And in the future, near future, you know, you could have a snake in your boot, you know. So with the snake, the person or soulmate that you're coming into alignment with, well, obviously they got their stuff together, so there's a little competition. They won't actively put you in competition or third party situation, you know, because they don't just give their self to anyone. What's really going to be happening is that a lot of people are going to be seeing you two together and building a life together. And there's going to be a lot of people in the background who just were never picked because that person just never wanted them, you know, and it happens. So you will have others who are watching you two build a life together and maybe see y'all on social media and, you know, having engagement or in a relationship with links or married and things like that. And there will always be those people who are like, damn, you know, who wanted your person, but they didn't want them because they were never right for them. That's why they never had them. So, yeah. And we have the axe. So, get rid of anybody who's giving you silent treatment. You know, let them go. You know, that's all I can give you for Valentine's Day is to stop the pattern and abuse, okay? And if they abandon you, let them go. Fuck it. You know, if you abandon them, let that person, just let them go. You know, if they didn't apologize or even give you closure, yeah, not today. Story of my life with my ex, okay? Not dealing with her, avoiding the conversation, you know, and it's like, fuck it. Just give the love to yourself, okay? Unconditional love, you know, and self-love. You know, give yourself some affection if you're going to be alone Valentine's Day and things like that. And do what you like and what attracts you and your passions, you know. So we do have, you know, two separate groups. Ones who are still in the mix, you know, with that past soulmate, you know, and they're in and out of your life and they're giving you the silent treatment and things like that, you know, or cold shoulder, abandoning you and things like that. Not giving you closure, not taking accountability, none of that, you know. You will find healing from that in your future, definitely, and present. Okay, and bam, we got wedding rings. Okay, so some of you out there are on your way to union, okay? Yeah, soul connection, a new soul connection, or you could already know them. So basically, an everlasting promise, okay, is coming towards you. Some of you could be actually getting engaged on Valentine's Day. So, good luck to you. I hope so, you know. It's always exciting. I do believe in marriage. I love it. I love being a wife and taking care of my family and being with a partner I can actually grow and love and gives me a break when I'm having my hormonal times. And, you know, he knows what kind of ice cream I like. He knows what to order me. Like, this person knows me and knows my preferences, you know. Give me medicine if I'm sick, you know. And it's just like, actually thinks about me, you know, and what makes me happy. And that's so important. You'll realize with that past person, they didn't even care enough. They probably didn't know your favorite color, unless you wore it on your makeup, then that's just easy, it doesn't count, So yeah, basically, you're ascending either way, with or without anybody. You're ascending, transcending the obstacles in your near future, and you're learning and definitely having expansion in your life. And you could be trying new things and all that. Like for me, I'm going to be taking care of some horses for the Fort Worth Police Department's mounted patrol is what they call it. So we got horseback rider police in Texas. So I'm happy to get to take care of them or muck their stalls and just cleaning up their piss and crap, which I'm used to that growing up. Hard work isn't bad for me. I'm excited to finally get out in nature and get out of the house some. And I love animals so much. And so, yeah, you're going into a new phase and you're preparing for union, for that commitment. So, yeah, I can't wait. And abundance. Keep a positive mindset, okay? So, definitely, and be grateful for what you do have, the small and the little things right now. And if you're alone, I know it sucks to say if you're lonely, but maybe just thank God, you're not in a horrible relationship right now like some people are, still living in that and can't leave. So, it can't always be worse, and thank God you're not taking any abusive crap, or tolerating it. So whatever, manifest exactly what you want, keep a positive mindset, and take a chance, take a risk, be strategic, and don't show your full hand. Even if you intuitively know they're the one, don't say it. Don't tell anybody. Sometimes you might even want to keep your new soulmate a secret, even if you have friends, because people will put doubts or bad energy and things like that. So I know when me and my husband worked on our relationship again after separating, we kept it quiet, just because everybody has an opinion, so we wanted that time to rebuild and things like that, without everybody else's comments and stuff like that. I'm trying not to cuss, because not everybody's happy for you, and people do get jealous over long-term relationship marriages. They don't even know what it's like, and they've never even been on their own or in a marriage, so they'll have opinions and all that to what they think you should and shouldn't do. But honestly, you should listen to yourself, your spirit guides, God, the divine, whomever. So yeah, and do what's right for you. But yeah, if you could, please like, subscribe, share. I appreciate all your comments. Just let me know something about you. You can also put what you would like me to do readings about, since I find it hard to do. Pick a topic for a general reading, because I'm so used to doing personal, private readings. I'm very good with specific questions too. I'm very accurate. So yeah, if you want to tell me what you want a reading to be about, I'm a totally open, chill person. If you want to talk about that ex person and me do a video on it, I will. If that's what you need to get help and healing and closure, or to get angry at them for what they've done, if you haven't been angry enough at them, we can do that as well, because I think it's all beneficial, in the end, as long as we don't stay stuck on it. We can't bash that person forever, we got to move on. All right. So thank you.